akati sibu egada yiri shobele ndwani jabara bana epuome. In the mighty name of Jesus. You cannot sit down to welcome governor if the governor is coming to your place or the president. And we are in the presence of the president of the presidency. The president general. Onye si n'ọgade, ọdị onye si n'ọgayade, ọgayade. Ọsọsọ ihe o kwuru ihe ga-emerịrị. Onye rụọ ọkọ fụrụ anya. Child of God, I want to tell you something now before you take up the rosary to thank God. Ndị Igbo sị na ikwu amaghị ibe ezi ya. In the mighty name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus. In the mighty name of Jesus. Mgbe Jesu fụ nwaanyị Samaria, ọ sị nwaanyị Samaria, ọ bụ na ị maara onye gị na ya na-ekwu okwu, ị gaara esi m nye m mmiri ka m ṅụọ. Maka na mgbe awa Jesu si ya nwaanyị nye m mmiri ka m ṅụọ, ọsị Jesu si gbapụ ọsọ. Si ya, who are you? Onye ama onye mmadụ bụ na-akpọ ya onye a. Praise the living God. In the mighty name of Jesus. Jesu n'echa si ya nwaanyị, ọ bụrụ na ị maara na odogwu nọ n'ihu gị, ị gara ihe ọmụma bụ odogwu, emere gị ihe nji bụrụ odogwu. Biko nye nwekwana onye nọ n'akụkụ ụlọ ala. It is an insult against God as you sit down and listen to what I'm just trying to say right now. I thank God ndị pụtara na iche ebe na ọ bụ ndị ji Bible wee bịa ndị ọzọ bụ aka. Then you ask yourself, why are you here? In the mighty name of Jesus. Onye na-eje n'ubi ebe ọ na-akọ ọrụ na-eji ọgụ na mma. And you are coming, you didn't come with your rosary and the Bible. Why are you here? I have never seen a person who is entering the exam hall without Bible, without pen. No, you will always enter the exam hall with your pen. Some will come in the presence of God, they will go with blessing. Some will go empty-handed. Some will even go with their curse. Despite the fact that they came in the presence of God. Your attitude will determine what you are going to go home with. Remember, you are in the presence of your Creator. He who has the final say. He who gave you your life. There are certain attitude and what you are going to display in the presence of your father or your mother. He or she will curse you. Not to talk of in the presence of the Almighty. Psalm 2 says, before we enter into rosary procession now, I want to drop a brief message that I call Count Your Blessings. Count your blessings. Ingratitude has taken greater part of human being. We thank God for the reading of today or yesterday. Joshua chapter 24 from verse 1 to 13. Joshua started from the journey. The Israel, how they started, he started enumerating for them one by one. Nekene na anya, inanya nirugi, inanya na azuge, inanya na kebe, inanya na kani, iburo nyesubu. Jesus.
Yeah.
One of the greatest tactics of the devil against our life to focus our attention always on the negative aspect of our life. So people gonna direct you where you are lacking, where God has not blessed you. But the devil will not remind, he will not tell you what God has done in your life. It's just like the Israelites. Every slightest opportunity they will complain, just like you. Have you ever sit down one day and begin to think about your life? By the way, did you enter into any agreement with God on the day before you were born, before you came into the world? And when you came into the world, who took care of you? You were only but a liquid. Chineke wee pichabal, monal, doing so many things, taking care of you, painstakingly knitting together every aspect of your bone. Who in this world can do it for you? Not even your father, not even your mother, not even anything that is created in this world. Nobody. He would have killed you when you were still in your mother's womb. Do you think about those things? I've not gotten married. I got a motor. I've not built a house. I've not given birth to a child. Name them. My business is collapsing. Free of charge. Go to the hospital. If you they are sustained through oxygen and visa, and you've never think and remember that those things are blessings of God. The oxygen in the hospital, it is rationed according to the cylinder, and you pay for it. You may go in one cylinder. Do you know how much it costs? One cylinder of oxygen. And when they not go to coma for 1 month. And the way some others that are sustained through that oxygen for 1 month or more than. And here you are. You have your 2 legs. You can walk. You can. What about those who are eating not through the mouth, but through the nose or through the part of the body? Why do you always complain? Joshua Baron is here. Is it the blessings that are greater or the lack? Is it that young man or that young woman you are envying? No. Because he bought a car or built a house or whatever. Let me tell you, life is not always the way it appears to be. That young man or woman or woman you are admiring to be like him or her. You don't even know everything about him or her. And he or her has not even told you everything about him or her. I want you to begin a new attitude today. Philippians 4:4 saying, in every situation, give thanks to God. It's an hour, 2 Kings chapter 4. I want to tell you. A woman of Judah, the son died, and the only son for that matter, that God gave to him through the assistance of the prophet Elisha. He died. So she over the career, drop oil and baby Elisha. Or whatever Elisha. Well, look at. And Elisha sent his servant Gehazi to go and meet that woman. 2 Kings chapter 4 from verse 26. But is everything alright with you, your husband and your child? The woman responded and told Gehazi, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Your husband is fine. Your child, he is fine. I strongly believe why this woman made that statement is the fact that God, who was able to give her that child, is equally able to do much more than she expected from God. And again, what God has done for her is quite much more than the death of that child, the death of that child. Let me tell you, child of God. One single act, opportunity that pastor again, you will see you begin to curse God. You need to say so many things. What about the numerous blessings God has given you silently, on daily basis, without announcing them, and you think that it is a privilege? All right. Beloved brothers and sisters, learn the attitude of appreciating God every minute, every second, every hour, all the days of your life. Stop complaining. Stop always remembering what you are lacking. Let me tell you, beloved brothers and sisters, what God has given you and endowed you with is much more than what you are lacking. Look at what happened one day. Two angels. We are on their journey. It's just like the angels of God that visited Abraham. I went to one man one day. You know, the man was very wealthy. Eventually, the man couldn't give them visitors room to sleep. Or they had almost garage. They slept that place upper install. They left. They continued their journey. They entered another person's house. Very poor man and a woman. They left their bed and surrendered it for the two angels. Then the younger angel was so furious with the older angels. Yeah, what is it? What happened? What type of injustice is this? Why have God let the cow of this poor man die that way? However, one of the older angels, yeah, we went for that stupid man. He gave us the place to sleep, garage, and the parking store. He looked at my friend, the wall, the crack, the plaster, those areas. And then this man surrendered our bed, his matrimonial bed, for us. And then after sleeping in their house, next morning, tragedy struck. The only means of their livelihood was taken away. Why? The older angel laughed at the younger angel. You might go and say, life is not always the way it appears to be. Well, see, the first one happened that wicked and stingy man. Everyone up plaster chalabo, every the man where he stored his gold. And then the angel decided to plaster it so that the man will no longer see where he buried the gold. Then the second one, where death claimed the only means of livelihood for that family. Or say, that night, the angel of death came and he was about to kill the man or the woman. Then the angel of God that was there said, no, instead of killing this man, then take away the means of livelihood, because eventually God will provide. But the younger angel was annoyed with the older angel. Mano ifi. Child of God, sometimes when you lament about what you lack or what you lost, do you know what God is planning for you? There was this man. Why I'm saying this? In the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. I say in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. In every situation, God knows what He is doing. This young man had an appointment abroad for a very serious interview that would have elevated him to a very high level in life. Eventually, has gotten ticket and everything to travel abroad. That day, he was about to travel. he usually, every day, he must go to the chapel before doing anything. And because of where he was going, he forgot about it. But when he reached the airport, remembered it. He had a strong urge to go to nearby church, go to the chapel. Just even if it is our Father and heaven and glory to his Father, it's okay. Then before you can go and check in. Because he had almost 3-4 hours left. He went to the airport very early. He went to the chapel just to say our Father and heaven and glory be to the Father. Before you know it, the man dozed off, started sleeping in the chapel. 1 hour, 2 hours, and the time elapsed. Mboji Manite, it was already time. He struggled by all means to reach the airport in time. No way, he missed his flight. But when that child he was angry with God. Because as a matter of fact, the appointment he had abroad was a very serious appointment that would change his life forever. Was so angry, was blaming himself. The man left, went to him, sad and dejected. At night, and then it's the 9 o'clock news. He was angry. Well, he was, always on the 9 o'clock news, steady. But when on this news, and the news read that there's so and so flight, the number and everything that traveled abroad, could not reach its destination. That they had plane crash and no one survived. That's why I go to the newspaper Anaka. Newspaper Danahi Anaka, Omegon, Bewa, Sichuku. I'm sorry. Do you know the creditor? The appointment he had that supposed to have that day or the next day when he reaches abroad was cancelled, postponed to next week. And God saved the young man from plane crash, but he had already cut God because he never knew the plan of God. Beloved brothers and sisters, why do you always go to remember what you think that you have lost or you are lacking? No! Give thanks to God for so many blessings. By the way, how many of your classmates are already dead? Long ago, they have died. Are you better than them? How many of your age mates and classmates are mad? Clean up paper and marriage and down and so on and so forth. Why do you always count the things that God have not done for you? Why not begin to remember and count the things God have done for you? Kedu ihe ga-eme Chineke